Hello and welcome to another episode of Seven Swatch Sunday. Today we have a special eBay haul that just happened to be 7 polishes. I got a bug in my bonnet to get some of the polishes I had as a kid that I missed, namely the Revlon Streetwear collection, but I also discovered some others for pretty cheap that look nice, so yeah, I think this will be a fun 7 Swatch Sunday. So without further ado, here we go. First up, we have Revlon Streetwear in Grape. The streetwear line debuted in 1996, apparently, just around the end of 1996. This is a beautiful deep purple with a blue shimmer to it. And the blue shimmer isn't terribly noticeable unless it's in certain lights, or if you do a little drag marbling with it, it pops out. Really beautiful polish. Really boring name, but we don't buy polishes for the names usually, so whatever. Up next from Streetwear also, we have a polish called Chick. And this is the most glorious pearly yellow polish I have ever seen. It's opaque in one coat. It's streak free, and I foresee so much spring nail art coming out of this year. Oh my gosh. So happy to have had this polish. Definitely don't regret getting it. It will definitely be used a lot. It is glowing and gorgeous, and I love it. Next up, also from Streetwear, we have a polish called Jelly. And I'm pretty sure this was around the time that office-friendly shades started getting a little more interesting and a little more grungy. This is like a mauve-y purple, really grayed out, a little more interesting than your standard beige and, pale pinks or whatever other office colors they were doing at the time. Very, very interesting polish. I really, really liked it back in the 90s. Also a great formula, by the way. So next up, we have Revlon Tease. I could not find a lot about this. It is a vintage polish. It's also a really great pale pearl yellow. Here's the bottle. It's a hot shade. I don't know if it was ever really popular, but it's a great polish. It's very similar to Chick, as you can see, but they are not dupes. Chick is a little more intense and has bigger shimmer particles. Tease is a lot smoother, but also a very great spring polish. Definitely going to be using it a lot. Up next, we have L'Oreal Les Sangre, and I think it's aptly named. It's a pretty bloody, intense red. I mean, it's a brownish red. It's kind of the color of dried blood. So it's part of their Color Riche line, and I'm not sure if this is vintage. It might be current. It's not really a terribly standout polish. It's just kind of a standard cream. It's got a good formula. I could see this. I mean, it's kind of a standard 90s shade, though. Next up, we also have from Streetwear. This is Slick. This is more of a topper, I think. It's very iridescent. You probably could build it up to opacity, or you could just slap it over white and have it be an iridescent white. This was one of my favorites when I was a kid. I definitely look forward to using this. I bought 2 bottles of this because I just love it so much. You can see in the bottle it's got that pink shimmer to it. Really beautiful. It was a really unusual polish when I was a kid. I feel like it's a lot more common to have that kind of finish now. Also, I didn't know anything about toppers when I was a kid. I didn't know that you could put it over a dark color and it would transform it. So now that I know, I shall use it to its full ability. Next up, we have Maybelline Grand in Green. This is a really sort of inscrutable color. I had a hard time adjusting my lights and everything in order to get this swatch to show up properly, and I feel like it still doesn't show up properly. It's a really deep blue-leaning green, and it's dark, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's a really great color. It's just really hard to capture on camera. It doesn't have the greatest formula. It's a little sheer. It definitely required a few coats to get opacity, but it dries fast, so, a couple coats isn't going to kill you. I'm sure this was very unusual for the time as well. This must have been like a really unique color. So anyway, there's the collection for this week. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I was doing a little research on the polishes and I discovered that I got some really great deals on these polishes. I mean, I didn't pay more than $3 a bottle for these on eBay, but some of these colors are going for up to $25 a bottle. I mean, that's pretty insane. I know, vintage and hard to find polishes can go for pretty high prices. Uh-oh, we have swatch drama here. There we go. Everybody play nice. But, I mean, $25 a bottle is just, whoo. But if you look on eBay, you can get some pretty good deals. So, anyhow, that was this week. I look forward to seeing you next week, and thanks for stopping by.